Hello and welcome back. This is Lesson 1. What is a flight attendant and what exactly do they do? Lesson 1 Objectives. Establish your goal. We're going to learn the steps to achieve your goal, recognize the characteristics of a flight attendant, and discover exactly what a flight attendant does. We know that the goal is to become a flight attendant. But in order to make this picture a lot clearer, let's talk about what the flight attendant does and who the flight attendant is. This will give you a clearer picture of what exactly that you're going for, and it's going to make this goal a lot easier to reach. The definition by Webster's terms of a flight attendant is a steward or stewardess on an aircraft, a person who attends to the needs of passengers on a commercial flight. But what is the real definition? The role, the inside scoop. What exactly does a flight attendant do? Safety and customer service, that's it in a nutshell. The two primary roles of why you are on board that aircraft for the safety and customer service of your passengers. But under the umbrella of safety and customer service, a flight attendant performs so many jobs, many jobs, more than you're probably thinking about at this time. Jobs that you are unaware that they perform. But once you discover these, you will understand that you are more qualified to be a flight attendant than you probably think. We're going to take a moment, we're going to make a list with the job titles of the jobs a flight attendant performs. So pause the video, take 3 to 4 minutes, think outside the box, and list as many as you can. We'll come back in a few moments and we'll compare our list. Plumber. How many of you have plumber on your list? If something goes wrong with the lavatory on board the aircraft, you now become a plumber. You may be the only flight attendant on board that aircraft. So if there's a need, you're the one that meets it. You could be one flight attendant or you could have 15 flight attendants. But the flight attendants are on board to meet the needs of the passengers. So if it's plumbing, bartending, firefighting, or sanitation engineer, you will not be on board an aircraft as a flight attendant without picking up trash. This occurs on every flight that you work. Psychiatrists. Passengers love to tell a flight attendant their good times, their bad times, and all their problems in between. It does make for interesting flights. Police officer. Lifeguard. Travel agent. Cocktail waitress. Nurse. Babysitter. Juggler. You will have to juggle many hats on board the aircraft. Bellhop. Mechanic. Fortune teller. And of course, a referee. Now take a moment and think about your resume. Think about things that you've done in your life thus far. I'm sure you've done these jobs. These are the jobs also of a flight attendant. May not be in the job description, but if you have had these jobs in any way or performed any of these, excuse me, it does make you more qualified. We've all been conversationalists, dietitians, cooks, mechanics, negotiators, inspectors, safety inspectors, ushers, valets. You're more qualified than you think. Now that you know what a flight attendant does, let's talk about what a flight attendant is. Flight attendants are born with an energetic disposition. We also possess a serving heart. We see the glass as half full instead of half empty. And these are what the recruiters are looking for when they are interviewing you for the position as a flight attendant. They want to make sure that you possess all of these qualities before they hire you as a flight attendant. Flight attendants are polished, classy, ethical, flexible, friendly. They have winning smiles. They have integrity. They're determined, positive, flexible, respectful. Practice, practice, practice. Practice these qualities, these personality traits that you have. Practice them when you're talking to your neighbor, when you're ordering food, when the delivery guy comes to bring the food. Practice being the person that embodies all of these qualities of a flight attendant. Now, the steps it takes to becoming a flight attendant. Every airline has their own way of handling the recruiting process. But here's the basic, generic 6 steps that it does take to becoming a flight attendant. You're going to fill out the application, interview, be offered the job, attend initial airline training, successfully complete and graduate from training, and become a flight attendant. Step 1 is filling out the application. And we will go over this in detail in Lesson 3, How Can I Get an Interview? Step 2 is the interview. Lessons 4, 5, and 6 will cover those in depth. Step 3, Job Offer, or CJO. This is Contingency Job Offer. What that means is it's your job. You just have to successfully complete the flight attendant initial training, and the job is yours. Step 4 is the initial airline training. Lesson 7 will cover that. And Step 5, graduation. You will graduate after successfully completing all the mandates of the FAA initial airline training. Earning your wings, you are now a flight attendant. In conclusion, Lesson 1 has covered your goal to becoming a flight attendant, and now you know exactly what that goal means. You have learned that a flight attendant has many roles, from security officer to babysitter, and many professions in between. You have discovered that you possess more qualifications than your resume portrays. Various personality traits will be incorporated into your daily lives going forward, and this will help you to become a better candidate for the career. And there are 6 steps to your goals, and we will be covering those in lessons 2 through 7. Now, what's next? Lesson 2, Who Can I Fly For?